So, welcome back to Let's Play Choose Your Own CaveVenture. This is part 2, where we climb into the second level, or second floor of the cave. Which we do now. You climb down into the depth. A red hound arrives from the west, so the first monster is right there with us. We are already slightly hurt. Taking your surroundings, you notice the following things. The steep shaft that you have climbed down to get here is still there. Should you look up there to find out? There's a terrible creature with you in this cave. You see a red hound. To the west you see a broad washed out hallway. You hear sniffing and fast jittering scratchy footsteps. You hear slight squealing muttering. You hear the trickling of water. You notice the echo of a large room. Now the thing is, there's a monster here in the room with us. This is the red hound. The red hound will chase us down. It's also the weakest enemy in the game, so I think we can actually manage to attack it. So we go for cautiously attacking the red hound. By the way, we could go back up if we wanted to. This might be useful if we are dying of thirst and can't find a source of water in the cave or something like that, but usually it's always prudent to just keep going and pushing on. We attack. The red hound attacks us. It has the high initiative. The red hound misses, its jaw snapping at an empty space. You attack the red hound. You swing your staff but miss in the dim light. We are slightly hurt, and well, the red hound is still here with us. We try to hit it again, and both miss again, and we get reckless. We start recklessly attacking the red hound, which gives us a bonus on attack but also a malus on our defense, and that's not good. The red hound bites, taking bits of flesh with its pointy teeth. You attack the red hound. You bash your foe with your trusty staff. The red hound goes limp and falls on its side, the life leaving it. But we are also barely hanging on to life. It got us good. There's a red hound corpse with us now. It's been smashed in with a blunt weapon. You can also always see what killed a creature if you find its corpse. And there's a passage up, obviously. Now, if we go west, that's a good thing. We hear water there, because that means... Oh, that's not good. Okay, we go west, but a rattling hunter also arrives from the north. This is a large cave with a cavernous roof echoing unseen somewhere above us. The stalactites and stalagmites in this room make everything look like a forest in the deepest night. You also see a subterranean river. There's a terrible creature with us in this cave. We see a furry rat the size of a human infant, walking on its hind legs. It's armed with a sharpened stick, sharpening teeth, and murder in its beady little eyes. There are the following items here: an amulet, a wooden cross on a simple piece of string, and a shield, a defensive piece of wood with a leather strap, slightly bashed but still usable. To the east we see a broad washed out hallway. To the north we see a steeply sloped passage. We hear a slight squealing muttering, and we hear and feel the howling of an air draft. As there is an air draft to the north, I think it might be prudent to flee there. We do so, and... the rattling hunter attacks us. We escape along the steep slope and go north. We are barely hanging on to life, but there are some huge crystals giving this cave an otherworldly feeling. We also see a deep chasm. To the east we see a broad washed out hallway. To the south we see a steeply sloped passage, and we also notice the echo of a large room. We hear the jittering sound and squeaks of pain. We hear the trickling of water. The squeaks of pain is the rattling actually fighting, but it fought us. So we're just gonna wait here. We're gonna go into our inventory, and we're gonna put the stuff. Well, we can't put the stuff away because our water bottle is in there. So we drop the staff and get the water bottle out. Why do we do that? Because now we can rest and drink from the bottle if we get thirsty. Now in this cave there's another chasm, and I think we can push the rattling hunter into it if it comes to us. So we do rest. There's a rest command with R. Rest until fully healed or disturbed. We say yes, and we are thirsty. So we drink some water from the water bottle. And then we also rest some more. And now we are only hurt. We can now put the water bottle away, pick up the staff, and go south again. Why do we go south? Because there's water there and a shield, and I want both. We drink some water. We are very thirsty right now, and then we drop the staff, which we can do with an axe, pick up the shield, And then we get the water bottle from our pack, which we can have because we have an empty hand. And then we fill the water bottle in the river. And then we put the water bottle away again. Leave the inventory. And now we get the crucifix amulet. Now, as this is a roguelike, amulets can have very various effects, and we don't know what they are until we actually wear it, which we are going to do right now. And what happens? We put on the amulet, and we can also take it off. And if that works, and it does, that's a good amulet. That's a nice amulet. So we just keep wearing it, and now leave the inventory and pick up the staff. And there's a red hound coming. Oh no. Red hounds do spawn at the exit of the level at a certain rate. So you can't just camp out at the hallway and drink water, and you can't do that forever. Hunters will spawn, and there will be more monsters. So the red hound comes, I have no idea from where, from the east, and we can just, I don't know, perhaps we should, well, we have a shield, so it can't really do that much to us. So we can cautiously attack it, and we kick at it to no effect, but the red hound misses us too, and we're going to do that again. And we kick it to death. You kick the beast, smashing it, the red hound dies. Alright. That worked. So let's go to the east, because that's where it came from, if I remember correctly. Oh, that came from the exit, okay. Down we have to go. Let's go south. Oh, I'm thirsty again. What's wrong with me? Now the thing is, in this game there's no hunger clock. It's a thirst clock, because I thought that was more realistic. You can go weeks without food, but you cannot go days without water. Also, you can find water in the cave. So in this cave there's not much going on. We see a steeply sloped passage, and we notice a large room, obviously, and that's where we came from. And to the west we see a broad washed hallway, and there's some slight squealing muttering. That's where the rattling hunter went, apparently. And there's two of them. Okay, there's a subterranean pool of water here. Did something just move beneath the surface? There are several monstrous abominations here. You see a rattling hunter that looks hurt. You see another rattling hunter that looks hurt. There's an item here, a sword, a one-handed straight blade, a bit rusty but still sharp and pointy. To the east you see a broad washed out hallway. To the south you see a broad washed out hallway. You hear squeaky voices, apparently communing in some strange language. We're gonna pick up the sword, and now we're gonna just go south, I think. Yeah. Let's keep going. There's a rattling pack here, obviously. That was the voices we heard. Twigs form crude resting places along the walls of this cave, and there's a fireplace in the center of the room. You also see a crystal formation. There's a terrible creature with you in this cave. You see a group of child-sized bipedal rats armed with sharpened sticks, stones, and little bone fetishes, ready to gang up on any larger foe. There's an item here, a shield, a defensive piece of wood with a leather strap. Slightly bashed, but still usable. To the north you see a broad washed-out hallway. You hear chittering sounds and squeals of pain. To the south you see a steeply sloped passage. You hear a slight squealing muttering. And we go south. We already have a shield, and we have a sword as well. And there's also, oh no, what's going on here? Something went terribly wrong with the game, I think. There's all rattling hunters here, and so we just go east, hoping to escape. And there's only one of them here, so now we climb down further, and we can see what happens there in the next episode of this Let's Play.